because I haven't gone live for a very long time, haven't created any podcasts in a long time, or done any vlogs or anything like that, and I just haven't been putting anything out there. I've still been ticking over with the Elijah and Crumpet kids book, albeit a bit slowly right now. I'll go into kind of reasons for that a bit later maybe, apart from just being completely distracted, firstly by all the Australian bushfire stuff and now all the pandemic stuff. 2020 is it's quite a year. Anyway, so looking at the gonna run you through, like, I've got this very large sketchbook, this big, it's a big one, and reason for that in creating the kids books is that I've just finished a lawn mowing job, by the way. That's why I'm beside the street, and I've been listening to podcasts, getting all excited about, I need to do content, and so rather than just go, well, it's got to be perfect and everything like that, I just thought, well, I've got my big book here that I draw my backgrounds in, maybe I just go live, record a piece of content now. And if anybody's online, maybe they can contact me. I don't know if I do a swipe left, if I get any comments. That's video mode only, live mode only, because I haven't got the my laptop today, so I don't know if anybody's watching, anybody's listening. But if you are, please say something in the comments. I'd love to say hello and catch up. Maybe it's this one. Maybe I press the bubble, the speech bubble. No, that's if I want to say something. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I can't obviously read the Twitter comments because I've only got my mobile phone. It's a new mobile phone, iPhone 7 that is, because my old iPhone 6 kind of blew out, the screen blew out, and was bent, wouldn't charge. Anyway, so I've got this big, so in this one I drew the entire double page spread, and that's about the size that the double page spread is, and I thought that would be the way to go, because you want to, if that's the size of a book, you want to at least be creating images that size, so that the quality is good. And in that first one I was kind of learning, and I kind of drew all the elements on the one page in the one image, because like in the end I ended up breaking it down into the pictures on the wall, and Crumpet at the desk, and Safi in the basket down there, and even the window. Like I broke it down into so many elements to put together after I've coloured it in Adobe Draw on my phone. So I found that way didn't give you much manipulation, because it was all on the one page. It wasn't really a page at all. The same kind of applies for this page here. I drew all the elements on the one page, which doesn't really help you much in post, if you want to move some things around and stuff like that. But learning as I'm going here. And this one, it's kind of the same. I was drawing the whole thing on the one page, and as you see here, like this face didn't really look much like Elijah's face at all, so I drew it again, and in post you can easily kind of plonk that on top, which is the wonders of technology. It's fantastic. And now I'm starting to kind of get into like what actually drawing a background is, and how it can be helpful in a kid's book. So here I've drawn my complete landscape background. which has been great because then I had other elements which I'd put on top, which are in my other book. I had all the characters, Elijah, Crumpet, and all their other friends playing musical instruments, and they're marching along in front here, and having them all as individual elements and being able to adjust them on that background, and even put that background slightly out of focus a bit, and darken it, maybe flatten the contrast a little bit, just to make the foreground characters pop off a page a bit more, worked really well. So I'm kind of getting the hang of it there. This one's kind of an interesting one. So this is like a different ways of doing it, and that's kind of how it works best. It's that whole theory of what I had to begin with, and I've finally it's not coronavirus, I've been mowing a lawn. This page, because it's quite simple, I just went straight back to a flat image, and the text will be up here. This is Crumpet illustrating his card, birthday card for his dad. So, in this one, okay, so I had to do a bit of working out how to do a layout of a room, and so if you see up here, I couldn't actually quite work out. I got to get the camera right where everything was in terms of the room layout. It was quite confusing. And I've got someone. I'm on a country road, and someone's walking slowly down towards me, and they're probably going to be doing, what's this guy up to, eh? Oh, he's crossing the road now, that's good. I mean, I don't really care, but still. So on this image, there's a bit of foreground and background. I should have done it as two separate images. But here they both are. So I mean, I should have done this as my foreground image. I should have done this as my background image. But I also have Elijah in here as kind of like a mid-range image, which I did on my other pad. So it's a matter of like working out what my drawing is from the beginning and working out how many layers it's going to be, and trying to keep it to 2 to 3 layers would be best, but you know, sometimes that completely gets blown out of the water, especially when I want to do each character as an individual element. Anyway, so I just thought I'd come on and have a chat, create a YouTube live video because I haven't done it in a while, and I've only got about, so to give you an idea, is that one page, and you can't use those characters for anything else. Like you might want to use that Safi image or something like that for a t-shirt or something like that, or whatever, you know. But yeah, here's some of my other backgrounds. So what did I have here? Oh yeah, so to give you an idea of where I'm at now, if anybody's on watching, I'm really sorry because I can't see any comments whatsoever.